Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to the Confused Clones, where the clones are confused, but they're getting stuff done. Oh, well never mind. 2 just botched that, and probably lost a whole bunch of steel in the process, but you know what, it's okay too. It is bound to happen, mate, don't you worry too much about it. We'll just try again. What I think we need to do is get a couple of bedrooms in for you guys. I think you should be separated out. Have your own little space each so that you don't have to be... Ooh, should I be building too far that way? Probably not. Probably not. Okay, let's do them this way then. So that they can be like there and... yeah, that'll do. Great. And there, and I mean, we're going to need to dig all of that out. And there and there. Okay, great. And then I guess we can have another bedroom somewhere else. Maybe we can just have a corridor down like this. And yeah, sure. Why not? That'll do. That'll be fine. Okay, great. So there's our bedrooms. Well, there's only 5. Oh. Well, we can have them this way, I suppose. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Or we can figure out some other way to do it. I mean, there's heaps of space in this mountain, right? And there's all of this space up here as well for activities. So it's not exactly something that I need to be cramming people in about, right? I could probably just go ahead and go, all right, well, let's strip that there, and we'll have a 4x4 room here, and a 4x4 room here, and then a little doorway into each. There we go. Done. Right? Easy. Easy peasy. Good. So the girls are all asleep at the moment. Everything's going pretty well. You know, fairly well. They're all sort of sleeping in a big conga line here. We do have multi-cycle climates on this planet, and the planet will explode in 7.7 years. So we do have a reason to get off this dirt ball. We're not going to be doing that anytime soon, I have to say, because, well, it's going to take us a while. It's going to take us a while. I think we should get some research underway, and I want to get started with a water mill generator, right? I've found that is the best way to get started on a map where you have a river, of which we do. Right? And we can, like, cut down these rocks just here, plonk in a watermill generator, and run the cabling straight into here, and just have an epic amount of power in our base. It'll be delightful. I tell you what, I'm going to need to expand this initial stockpile zone here, because it's starting to get a little bit cramped. And I feel like we should have a dumping stockpile zone outside, just for any rocks that we dig up. Because there are going to be a few of those that will start to appear when we start cutting these walls down and whatnot. But that's fine. We've had a tortoise self-tamed. What are you doing, Tortoise 1? Oh, over he comes. Come on, buddy. Come and join the team. In your own time. When you're ready. You're getting slaughtered. Okay. So, when our rice has grown up, what I'm going to do is aim to then get something online so we can use that rice to make something a little bit more permanent than just, you know, simple meals. I mean, at the moment we don't... Uh-oh. 4 has gotten food poisoning from eating smoked meat because of an incompetent cook. That's not great. But at the moment there's not a huge amount we can do about the skill of our cooking. We just have to wait for that to level up. I mean, how is it at the moment? So 3 skill is at 2... and 6 is at 2 as well. But they both have a burning passion for cooking. They both love it. They love watching Gordon Ramsay on TV. And they have the boxed collection of Good Eats. So, you know, they're absolutely all about the Alton Brown method of cooking. They really love the simplicity and the logic of it. You know, it just sings to them. It just makes them feel really good about creating wonderful things in the kitchen for their friends and family to share, or in this case, for themselves to share, because they're all the same person. I mean, technically, are they? Oh god, what's this? Rice. Gutworms. What does that do? What do gutworms do? Pain? Hunger rate? Oh. Well, how do they get removed? How is one actually treating you? Is she just punching you in the gut to try and kill the worms? I'm not sure if I'd really want you to do that to me, I think. You know, that'd be a bit rough there, one. Maybe we can get you a couple of goodies over here, right? So we can harvest up some of these, and we can harvest up some of these wild heal root that are floating around the place. Maybe we can use these to sort of, you know, get things a little bit less dodgy in this place. We've had a Muffalo self-tame, which is pretty good, actually. You know, I'm gonna allow this Muffalo to live, but I'm not gonna allow it to come into the base area. I feel like that's always a bad thing. So I'm just gonna wall off, you know, all of this area here, and say all of this. This is area 1, and then if we go into manage areas, I can invert that area to take up the rest of the map. Oh, and you know what? What I'll also do is I'll just make it so that you can't go in here, Mr. Muffalo, because I don't want you to aggro up the Spideys. I think that might be a very silly thing for you to do. And, you know, I doubt that the Muffalo would wander in there, you know, thinking maybe there was some tasty grass in there or something to that effect. I doubt that would happen, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Good. Okay, cool. So all of this is starting to slowly take shape. Everyone's health is relatively good. We got a little bit of trivial malnutrition across the board, but there's nothing that's inherently... there's a lot of minor break risking going on. And it looks like, I mean, 3's probably the worst here. Needs. Oof. Yow. Ouchies. Okay, yep, unsightly. Slept on ground. Ate without table. Ha, the war crime. Well, I guess we could tackle a few of these things right off the bat. So let's go for some furniture in the form of... Can we fit one of these big bad boys? Yeah, sure. I reckon we can probably slap that there. And then we can have a couple of dining chairs either side of it like this. It's going to be a little bit tight, but we'll move these later to a new dining room area. And then we can get in... Let's get some beds in, shall we? Let's get some beds. Let's get some lovely, just plain old wooden beds. And we'll, like, plonk those 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down here. And get ourselves a bit more wood. Because we need a bit more wood for the table and all of the chairs and stuff like that. It's gonna be grand. I can see it. I can feel it coming already. I know that this is going to be an excellent playthrough. Alright, these girls, they're impressing me already with how tenacious they are. There's some more heal root here we should probably grab. But yeah, I think they're doing pretty well. We're actually not staying on top of food though. So what we're going to have to do is hunt these guys as well. There we go. And harvest these ones. Yeah, excellent. Cool. So, what I'm thinking, as a way to get us underway sort of thing, right? As a way to do the initial sort of we desperately need food right now situation, is we might see if we can get ourselves, once the research is completed on the water wheel, we'll see if we can get ourselves a water wheel over here and then pipe that in and use a nutrient paste machine. I think that might not be a bad way to go. Because that will allow us to keep all of the rice that's growing at the moment and turn that into... I mean, it's not great food, but it's food, you know? It is definitely something. I think we need a bit more mining going on. 3's gone into a sad wander, which is not the best. Even though she's got some extremely fun hunting to be doing, she is still sick, and therefore... It's just bringing her down. She's in a bit of pain. She's constantly a bit peckish, a bit hungry, and it's just messing with her feelings. Like, she's just really not enjoying herself at the moment. But that's, you know, there's not a great deal at this stage that we can do to get on top of that. The gutworms are kind of they just kind of last for as long as they want to. I mean, she's been tended. But she's still in pain, and she's a bit weakened by having gutworms, which is not great. It's not nice. I can see why she'd be a bit upset about that, but that's okay. We'll see what we can do. Well, first of all, hang on. Guys, you're still sleeping on the ground. Do I wake them, or what's going to be worse? Let's wake them. Get to work. Actually, I'll do this as well. I'll let them do whatever they want for the time being. Just because they might feel like a nap in the middle of the day. I don't know, if they're really tired. They might feel like just, you know, popping in, having a little bit of a cup of tea and a nana nap. And just, you know, just recharging their batteries a little bit. Feeling a little bit better. Hopefully, you know, just being a little bit less sad. Can we make some veggie mush as well, please? Until we have, like, 10? I mean, it's fairly basic, the old veggie mush, but if we've got a bunch of rice here, it's good to use it for something. Alright, it's good to, like, convert it into a slightly better food source than just animal disease plague. Muffalo, 1, make sure that you get proper treatment. Well, I don't know, Muffalo. I think you might be done for, mate. Plague minor. Is this a female Muffalo? Yeah, so it can be milked and everything. Huh. Alright, Muffalo 1. I'll tell you what. I'm going to do something really nice for you. I'm going to come down over to here, and I'm going to pop an animal sleeping spot just crooked into here. I could actually... I'll pop a couple into here, deconstruct this one, and then I'll actually extend the roof area, right? And we'll just have this little natural barn here. Won't that be nice? And then one can come out and give it some heal root to try and... There we go. Try and top him up for us, 1. Oh, no, it's 2 that's doing the treating this time. Quality 0. Awesome. Nice work, 2. Why did I let you do the doctoring? Oh, well. It'll be fine. We'll see how the Muffalo goes. If it makes it through this, then we can, you know, milk it and shave it for its fur and all that sort of good stuff and just keep it online as that sort of constant, ongoing Muffalo-y companion. I'm sure it'll be lovely. Right. So, we've got another gazelle here that's ready to be butchered and smoked. There's some more berry bushes over here that can be harvested up. That's kind of nice. They do seem to be sort of popping up here, hither and thither, and just taking care of themselves. A mad hare. Uh-oh. It's coming in fast, too. Okay, hang on, guys. Everyone, let's just pop inside for a minute, shall we? We'll step back like this, and we'll say, alright, well, let's grab 3 and... who was it? 3 and 6? Okay, cool. You guys can come over here. You lot can just hang back for a bit. 3 and 6, you can step out here and stand by to defend the base. Come on, here we go. Alright, good. 6 did take a hit. I'll have to double check her in a moment and make sure that she's not too badly wounded. It should just be... okay, it's just a bruise. That's fine. So there's no risk of infection there. It should, hopefully, just be a little bit painful for a bit. She can pop some ice on it. You know, not that we have anything to make ice with. It is... I mean, it's 14 degrees outside. Just stick your arm, like, out the window a little bit. Maybe you'll feel a bit better. And yeah, hopefully that'll heal itself up rather quickly and she'll be back to normal, feeling better soon. 1 is cranking along with the research, but at a relatively low rate. What is your research skill? 6? Wow. Okay, I take it back. I take it back. You're doing actually quite well, aren't you? Well, with this team, I could potentially put in multiple research benches, like have a gallery of research benches down here, and just, like, get a whole heap of research done all at the same time. That may not be a bad idea. It may not be a bad idea at all. You know, depending on how much there is to do, that's the problem. There's always some planting and harvesting to be done. And a bunch of cooking to be done. So, I guess I can't expect too much out of the research. But look, we can see what we can do, right? We might be able to get a whole stack of it done. and maybe get off this rock. Gosh, that'd be nice. I've never managed to do it before, and I'm willing to give it a try. Are there any more of these arrows floating about that have been... Okay, cool. There we go. It's kind of irritating that they go forbidden immediately, but I suppose there's not much you can do about that. It's kind of built into the way that the game is... or the way that Combat Enhanced Edition has been designed. It's designed to be... and, you know, it's designed to be tricky. It's designed to be a challenge. You know, there's more stuff to manage and more things that you need to worry about. Actually, I just should double check. Aim shot and... Yeah, okay, so aim shot is what we want to use. You can set it to snapshot or suppress, but aim shot is better because, well, you know, they'll aim more and theoretically take a better shot, which is good. You want that. You want that when you're hunting. You don't want to, like, when you're out in the field and you're hunting, I assume, I don't think it's the sort of situation where you go out with a fully automatic, you know, like an AR-15 or something like that, or an AR-15 with a bump stock. I mean, technically it's not a fully automatic weapon, but that's a whole another kettle of fish. But you don't run out trying to shoot, you know, a pigeon and just fire full auto at it. That's not really what you do. You tend to line things up a little bit. You know, you tend to sort of prepare yourself. Prepare yourself, line the shot up, make sure that you're going to get it, and pop, one shot, one kill. I'm guessing that's how you do it. I mean, I could be wrong. Nope, we did lose the Muffalo after all. What a shame. But, you know, in its loss, we gain a whole bunch of food, so that's nice. We're still struggling for wood. This is crazy. I might have to research tree sowing at this rate, because we keep just absolutely running out. Although, once we get our power online, we might be able to, you know, we might be able to get a little bit... Oh! We might be able to do a little bit better by using an electric cook stove instead of a... Oh no, that poor mouse! Did you see that? There was a rat there that obviously got hit by the this giant steel meteorite that just fell from the sky. Poor dude. What a way to go. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, when we get our kitchen up and running, we'll be able to very rapidly cook our... What am I talking about? I'm fully Lego talking here. When the kitchen's online, we won't need to worry about fuel as much. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, God. Why is this taking so long? Alright, you know what? I'm going back to the original plan. I'm going to just copy this, and we'll get everyone to do everything. Oh, with the exception of hunting. Because there's only 2 bows. But I suppose I could make some more. It'll be fine. We'll just see how we go. We'll see how we go with everyone doing everything, and everything being spread around. Right? Because then it just comes down to whatever's higher on the tech tree will get done first. So, like, doctoring, for example, and then warden, handle, cook, hunt, construct, grow, mine. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can handle this. Because there's some growing to be done, everyone's going to focus on that. There's some cooking to be done, so 5's taken that on. Yeah. This could work. This could totally work. I'm willing to give this a try. I'm willing to see how this is going to go if we just leave everyone doing everything and see what the skill balance is, like, how the skills sort of move around. Like, if I look at the bio here, I mean, one's got a good amount of intellectuals so far. Like, it's gone from 4 to 6, because they all start at 4. But aside from that, her skills are fairly flat. Whereas 2, we can see construction and mining have peaked up a little bit, and a little bit of plants. Yeah, very interesting. Okay. Yeah, so we're already starting to get some specialists. Like, 5 is a specialist plant person. But, you know, if we set it back to everyone do everything, I guess things will happen a little bit differently. But I'm willing to find that out. I'm willing to see what happens as we work our way through this. I'm going to put a couple of torch lamps around too. I think that's kind of necessary to keep people, you know, seeing what they're doing and working efficiently. Because at the moment, you know, I'm assuming that mining in a completely... Uh-oh. Alright. Got a mad rat. It's coming right for us. Should I craft up some knives? I feel like I should. Let's make 4 knives. And I feel like I should also... Okay. I feel like I should also get some arms people out here. Sooner rather than later. Because when this little mousey pops around the corner, we're going to have ourselves a bad time. Because it's going to go straight for 2. There we go. Nice work, guys. Another free lunch. Just what I like to see. Good. Okay. That's taken care of. This has been taken care of, so that's all planted out again. I feel like we could do with starting textiles now. Right? So if I build this out here, and then I make this so that it's cotton. Where is cotton? Cotton plant. Excellent. We'll get some cotton down with the intention that sooner rather than later, we'll try and get ourselves at least some tribal wear, right? So if we make tribal wear here, what does that require? 60 ingredients. And I don't think... I mean, we've got 60 plain leather. And then a random bunch of... Oh, there's enough camel hide to do what we want to do. How do we make patch leather? Is that in here? That's a new thing that I haven't played with just yet. I've always sort of bypassed looking into that and just gone straight into making things out of cotton. But maybe that's something I need to look into. I suppose that as I murder more creatures on this map, I'm going to be getting more and more leather out of them, so that's fine. Maybe that's the way that we do it, is we just keep aggressively hunting all of the bunnies and using them for our new clothing line. I mean, it's going to be fairly terrible clothing, to be fair. You know, just random bunny leather, like, sashes that they wear across their bodies. But look, it's something. It stops them from being naked. And being naked, they don't like. So I tell you what, guys. I'm going to go ahead and set that up for you, right? Add bill. I'm going to make some tribal wear. Do until you have... we'll just do it 6 times. We'll just do it 6 times. They're going to be fairly rubbish. And we're not keeping on top of all of the meat smoking that we need to do. Which is not the best. We're having some of the gazelle meat rotting away before it's ready, or before it's been smoked. But I guess there's not a huge amount that we can do to speed that up, with the exception of making a second fire, or getting our power online. And the power actually, or the research of the power, has kind of stalled at this stage, which is not the best. I'll tell you what I'll do is let's get the power online now. Right, so what I'm going to do, I could do a wood fuel generator, but wood is, you know, problematic already. Let's just plop down. Should we do it this way? Like out between these 2 fields? I feel like that'll do the trick. Let's do that there. And then I can run some power lines so that they come up through here. Oh, is that going to let me do it? Oh, no. Okay. Huh? No? Alright. I guess it can go through that? I'm not sure. We'll soon find out. So I'll just queue that up. We'll bring the power in this way. And then I can have, like, a kitchen and a refrigeration area back here. And I kind of feel like I'm going to need to get some components for that thing. But I haven't seen... Where did I see some? Was there some around here? Yes. Okay, there it is. So let's get that marked up to mine. I hope we're not going to waste too many of those in the mining process, considering how low everyone's mining skills are. Maybe. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. So, 1, 1. Right. So we're just going to copy that. Everyone can do everything, but I want people to have specialities, right? So 1 was the specialist doctor. Everyone else can go down to 2. Yeah, that should be good. That should be good. And then, I guess 6 can be our hunter. Was it 6 and 3? Oh, 6 and 3, wasn't it? Okay. Can do the hunting. Who was doing the mining? Okay, cool. Should we go just to 2? I think we should go just to 2. There we go. And then 4, you can do some mining as well. And we'll tune it out kind of that way. Just so that if there is any leftover space, we can, like, get ahead of things a little bit. So if there's no research to be done, then one can go ahead and do some other stuff. Alright, we can just use this to do our tuning. There's some cooking specialty there. That's cooking as well. Plant cutting, great. Growing, excellent. Plants and growing, excellent. And then crafting. Yes. Good. Okay. So that should potentially help out. I'm changing this up every episode, basically, aren't I? But that's okay. I am allowed to change my mind. It is something that I can do. What's going on here? A bridge. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, okay. Because I didn't use the, I didn't use the waterproof conduits, so they're automatically building a bridge over the mud. Fair enough. Fair enough, guys. You go ahead and do that. I'm happy to see what you can come up with. Because so far, these guys are doing pretty well. Right? 2's doing her thing up here. These torch lamps still haven't been built. I'm guessing because we don't have enough wood. A heat wave has begun. And we are going to need... We're going to need to address that. Because we don't want to have our people, you know, sweating too much in this place. A stinky hot cave, whilst you're naked, and amongst a whole bunch of people who are identical to you, would probably be fairly rubbish, I have to say. I can't imagine that that would be a pleasant situation to be in. How hot is it outside? 32. Okay, so it's cranking up. 33 degrees now, and only heading further. If it's like it normally gets, it'll probably push all the way up to, like, 48 degrees. Like, when it gets really bad, that's as far as it seems to go. This power line, what we'll do is... Yeah, we'll let that come to there. What I want to do is smooth these walls out at some point too, so that we can make this place a little bit more attractive. Oh my goodness me. Look at all of the mining that needs to be done. I mean, I'm complaining. There's all of this lovely steel here. You know, I can't be too upset about that, really. But it does mean that I have to do a whole bunch of, like, work to get these walls pulled back another level so that I can actually get real walls in there instead of having just rough stone walls in their bedrooms. Because they're not going to like that. Critically, they're going to really, really not like having rough stone. It makes them feel pretty gross about how their stuff looks. Okay. Heatstroke initial 3. Where are you, mate? Okay. I need... Oh. Well, these are online. Okay. And it's keeping it at 25 degrees inside. 25 is not great, but it's definitely better than 48 degrees. Definitely much better. How you doing now, 3? Or was it 4? Okay, it was 5. So 5 is... Oh, no. Okay, cool. So 5 is out harvesting up some wood. So I hope she doesn't stay out for too long, because if she does, she's going to find herself a bit sick in a little bit. But that's okay. We'll just keep an eye on her and make sure she doesn't stay out until it's too late. We may... There she goes. I was going to say, we may need to bring her back in, but she's sorted herself out. And she's come back inside to have a little bit of a sit. You know, look after herself. And... No? Oh, no, she went back out again. You're constantly disappointing me, 5. You're constantly confusing me with what you're up to. But that's okay. You okay? So it's now serious. Okay, mate. You need to... Yeah, she needs to go to bed now. And it's back to mine. Great. I guess she had a big glass of water as she walked inside. And that sorted her out. Maybe that's it. But I guess we'll have to figure it out next time. So friends, thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.